A writer, Jun Rodestana, director. Ayun pala. Pumasok na lang. Let me know all our main cast. Martin Del Rosario. Ross Katigan. And Laura Escano. Before we go to the Q&A,
hello. Ako po si Ross Katigan, gumanap bilang Nardo. Maraming po salamat sa panonood. Opo, ilan po yung kaya ko masabi ngayon, pinaprocess ko pa yung marami. Mabigat pa, pero maraming salamat po. Sana naiparating sa inyo yung mensahe ng dulang ito. Maraming salamat.
Magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat. Gusto ko rin po magpasalamat sa lahat ng mga nanood po ngayon. Actually, hindi ko po alam kung ano yung expect ko na today kasi first time ko pong umarte ng play, ng stage show. First time ko sa ganito. Thank you sa harap ng maraming tao. Kahit dati may stage fright ako I guess, na-overcome ko na. Diba?
Parang wala naman eh.
Hindi, madilim lang.
Hi po, ako po si Elora Espanyo, gumanap bilang Emma, and maraming salamat sa pagdalo ngayong gabi. Ayun po, thank you.
we can proceed with the Q&A. Any questions?
Nas,
Yeah.
Nas. For everyone or anyone who can answer. 4 months na preparation, rehearsals. Anong pwede nyo i-share at ano yung masasabi nyo now na nakapag-perform ng especially sa Tagalog?
Ang masasabi ko lang sa process ng 4 months na rehearsal namin, ibang-iba yung output ngayon kaysa sa nasimulan namin. Ang daming discoveries, ang daming realizations, ganyan. Tapos yung research namin na ilalagay sa tula. Tapos ang ganda ng mga input rin ni Sir Tax. Nakaka-inspire din na mag-explore pa sa characters namin. Tapos, ayun cathartic yung feeling ngayong na ipalabas na namin. Ang feeling talaga namin, show na ngayon. Oo, ayun, yun yung akin.
Sa akin, realizations. Siguro, ang may compare ko yung disiplina. Ibang-iba talaga dito sa theater. Kasi matagal na ako nag-TV, tsaka nag-movie. Pero, grabe, dito pala, yung linyahan, para siyang isang mahabang take. Naaalalahanin mo yung isang dosenang lagpas-lagpas na blocking. Pero yung feeling na makatapos ka ng isang run, like for example yung ngayon, parang pag ipakwento mo sa akin, hindi ko matatandaan kasi parang siyang rush. May ganun siyang feeling na hindi ma-explain. Ganyan. So, saya.
Ayun. Tulad ng sinabi nilang dalawa, yun nga, ang saya kasi ng proseso. So kahit mabigat yung material, everyone that we work with, sobrang gaan katrabaho. Everyone's collaborative, respectful sa boundaries natin. Charot. Pero kaya ang saya-saya lang, walang halong bigat at all, no? Sobrang fun. And ang saya. I'm sure this will evolve pa more kasi as we go through the rehearsals, we discover more and mas lumalalim pa yung pag-unawa namin sa mga characters.
And also to add, akala namin, every show, yung titip-tipin namin yung tula, di ba? Pero kapag nagawa na namin yung run, parang wala nang nangyari. Nag-chichika na kami agad, gano'n. So, in fairness naman.
Alright. Before we go to the next question from Ms. Marinel, just ask first, mag-greet muna ang ating understudy cast. Vincent first.
Hello po sa mga nanood, nagbigay ng oras, naglaan ng oras na mapanood yung aming play. idadagdag na lang po ako dun sa experience ko so far sa proseso. I think third week pa lang ako kasama sa team. Pero yung material sobrang, nung nabasa ko siya parang talagang binubuhay yung yung question sa utak ko na lalo sa panahon ngayon, lalo nung mga panahong ayaw maging sound political pero yung nanunukulan pa yung bertugo na talaga ng gera sa droga. Parang kailangan pa natin yung gera talaga para solusyonan yung mga problema sa lipunan. No? Ganun kalalim yung play. No? So to be able to play it effectively, parang kailangan talaga malaman kung ano yung pinagdaraanan ng mga tao doon. No? Yung mga si Joey, si Nato, si Emma. So talagang lubog. So yun, masaya. And yung team, kahit ganun kaseryoso yung tema, ano pa rin, collaborative, fun, no? Kaya, salamat. Denise?
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat po sa pagpunta. Ayun, kita-kita naman po, nag-enjoy po kayong lahat. Salamat po. Pasensya na.
Hi, magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat. Ako po si Edward Benosa and I would like to say thank you po for coming tonight. Sobrang ganda po ng material na to. Kaya alam namin na kailangan namin bigay, lalo na sila, yung best nila, sobrang discipline. And ginawa po nila ng lahat ng magagawa nila for this one. So, sana po nagustuhan niyo.
Miss Marina?
Good evening po. My first question is for the directors and the writer, Jun Lana. For someone like me, personally, I've not seen the film yet and the previews run of the material. How is this po a fresh take on the material?
Unang-una, kasi yung napanood ko nabasa ko muna siya and na-picture ko na siya in my head. So when I saw the film, parang stage, kasi blinak din ni June na parang one take na parang stage din yung but it's really a house. And we don't have that luxury here. And I'm more of psychological space. So talagang pinag-aralan ko mabuti yung kung paano siya ilalagay sa entablahan. So, pero hindi nawawala yung essence na ginawa ni June. Kasi ang ganda rin nung, iba kasi yung cinematic language eh. So, syempre hindi ko magagawa yung mga close-ups and all that. So, the challenge was how can I equal that same effect on film sa stage. So, yun yung talagang binunok namin for 4 months. And I hope it works. So there.
Actually, hindi ko lang na-appreciate yung sinunod ko. Parang pinapanood ko siya, kinukumusta ko yung sarili ko. Ano bang nangyayari sa'yo nung 19 years old ka? Ano bang ginawa? Ano bang pinagdadaanan mo? Yung difference ng film, well, it started as a one-act play. And then when I became a director, I was looking for a material to challenge myself, and I thought it would be an interesting material to do it in one uninterrupted shot. And then, of course, iba yung language, very cinematic, it was like a dance. Yung roots yun nasa theater, in terms of yung story, in terms of yung source material. But it was really written and directed for this film. So, when we decided na gagawin siya stage play, hindi talaga ako. Umatras ako, hindi talaga ako nakialam because I really wanted to surprise myself and to re-experience and listen to the way it was really meant to be seen as a stage material. And then, I think a week ago, when I saw it for the first time, kasi hindi ako bumibisita. alam ko naman kung yung kalidad yung galing ng mga tao sa likod ng production. And when I saw it, yun nga, kinusta ko yung sarili ko. It was just really interesting na makita ulit siya. It's so different from the film. It's the film, but at the same time, it's not the film. I mean, the material, it's the exact lines, etc. Pero magkaiba eh. Iba yung take ng mga artista eh. Iba yung take ng director. Kaya ibang-iba siya. You can watch the film and then watch the stage play and you'll get something different from each. And I think it's a testament to the power of storytelling regardless of the medium.
Thank you po. So, congratulations dun sa 3 cast kanina. Ramdam namin, especially yung tension. So, tanong ko naman dun sa 3 other casts who did not get to perform tonight. Ano yung nakita nyo, di ba? Nakita nyo sila galing, di ba? Ano yung
Pressure.
Your reaction to their take on their roles, nagagampatin nyo din eventually. Denise, okay, go ahead.
Well, ako sobrang na-excite ako na gawin si Nando at makasama sila, si Denise at Edward. Iba yung dynamics eh. Especially kahit understudies kami, sinusubukan talaga namin itong gawin na magkakasama. Para, yun, eventually, kasi ang hirap, i-build yung rapport eh. Itong play na to, so, kailangan talaga, some acting din siya eh. Yeah. Some work para mag-work siya. So, ayun, excited na ma-explore pa yung characters, yung play.
Ayun po. Ako po excited din po since bago rin po ako. First time ko rin po kasi mag-stage play. So, sobrang bago po sa akin lahat. Andun pa rin po yung kaba, yung takot na baka ma-disappoint ko yung mga tao na hindi ko magawa ng maayos. Pero ayun naman po na tinutulungan din naman po ako ni Direk and ni Ate Elora para maintindihan ko rin yung role na gagawin. Sorry po, kinakabahan ako. Pasensya na po. Grabe yung Opo. Ayun na talaga. Opo. Lalamig po hawak. Ayun, excited po ako. Ayun. Yun lang po.
Yeah.
Mukhang sabado talaga.
Sobrang pressure din sa amin. Kasi unang-una sa lahat, sobrang ganda po ng material. So, for us, may hirap siya gawin. Kasi gusto mo siya magawa ng tama eh. So, kaya nape-pressure kami kasi pati yung iba rin yung sa amin tatlo, iba rin yung dynamics namin, yung magagawa namin sa kanila, sa kapagita nila. So, sa kanila, napakaganda ng pinakita nila. Sana makahapon na kami. Yeah, so yun. So, iba naman din yung makikita nyo pagka sa amin.
Ay, pahabol ng Direk Percy for Ate Elora. Ano sinasabi mo lagi kay Denise? Sino pointers lang and all? Because she really looks up to you daw pagdating dito sa role.
Grabe. Hindi. For me, hindi ko naman mina-micromanage yung... Kasi lagi naman siyang nandun sa rehearsal. So, nag-observe siya, lagi siyang nagno-notes. And siguro yung depth lang ng character. Nagbibigay ako sa kanya ng videos and for research, mga reading materials regarding the political aspect of this play. Kasi hindi naman pwedeng sinasabi lang natin siya nang hindi natin naiintindihan. So, kailangan niyang maintindihan niya. So, ayun.
Thank you.
Thanks for our next question from Lay, but our own rapper.
Hi, my question is for Direk Pax and Julana. It was already mentioned earlier that the material had already been adapted on stage in 1993 and the big screen in 2015. So now you have a different set of actors. So I was wondering, how did you draw out the performances that you needed from them without compromising what was already established in the previous adaptations?
Actually, kasi nga dahil malaki yung espasyo, so a lot of it has to be bigger. Kasi dun sa film, it's almost quiet. So, kasi nga may camera eh. So the challenge for the stage is that paano yun mamamagnify na mas malaki na ganito karami yung tao. Makikinig at saka makikita yung actions. So everything has to be heightened. And maganda dahil Ross and Elora are theater actors, so it's easier for them to really draw out the emotions. Martin, I was surprised because nag-audition siya for this role, and nagandahan ako sa boses agad. So sabi ko, so parang kakayanin niya for the stage, no? Kasi nga ang brilyo ng boses. So it's a matter of just, fine-tuning it and talagang hanapin yung right way to say all the lines, the kilometric lines na hindi siya hahapuin. So talagang talagang reading talaga na kung paano siya sasabihin, the proper reading. So may techniques, but at the same time looking for the truth in their characters. So a lot of it was really hard work from them. And nakatulong din kasi na theater actors itong dalawa, so na-infect ng nung pagiging theater actors nila si Martin. So even sa disiplina, coming on time, na siya, addict na siya. So I guess it won't be won't be the last time that we're going to see him on stage.
For Direct June naman, Direct June, the film di ba screened na at last year sa Enlightened Film Festival. At the time, was there already a plan to adapt the material for the stage, and what prompted you to push for this adaptation?
I think, yeah, that was part of the conversation. Parang this and some of the movies na nagawa namin would be interesting na makita sa stage. And especially dahil na galing siya sa theater. Yun. Pinag-usap na lang.
And yet, it was already mentioned in the material is the main production of Idea First Live. What can we expect naman for the rest of the 2025? Meron na bang material already in the lineup?
Die Beautiful the musical.
Sorry, papasa ko pa lang dapat sa producer ng Idea First Live. I-acknowledge ko, it's actually Elmer Gatchalian. He's the producer of yung original team ng kanina, actually, talagang total step back. It's Elmer and Tux who drove this project. Direct Tux, I think may maragdag kasi hindi nila alam yung casting process. So maybe you could just explain the auditions, why you cast this.
We went through the usual auditions, no? So lahat ng ito, nag-audition lahat sila. And almost like, ang dami, parang 100 plus. Kasi siya staggered yung rehearsal. So we invite people that we think has that mold. Tapos we invite them to come over for a reading. The usual. And then, it was a grueling process kasi nga ako pa naman, maano ko sa looks. Kasi nga sabi ng mentor ko dati, pag perfect ang ang itsura, 50% of your work is done. So the other 50 is really just drawing them to that character. So, tagal ng auditions.
Yeah. It was a long process. Our next question is from JM. Bueno.
Hi. Well, first of all, congratulations on the piece. Really, really good. I'm a bit worried, if I may say, about the material because it's, of course, a drama. Several of the recent plays that have been seen either on Tenta Theater or on other platforms have been obviously more of like a musical. How hard was it to like do a drama and a social political as one in this state?
Kasi ako, I rarely do musicals. I always do straight plays. So when this was offered to me, parang, ay, okay ko. Kasi, bakit ako hindi? At saka, marami na kasi akong mga nagawang, kasi advocate talaga ako ng original Filipino plays. So, at saka especially straight plays na to talk about a certain period of our history, and something that has power and depth and grit. So nung nabasa ko to, parang ay yung concept na ako, pinasend ko kay Junior, ito yung concept ko, ito yung, ang bilis agad. So, buo na siya agad in my mind kasi it was so well written. Parang, ano na siya. Tapos I can't wait to see the film agad. Kaya, I'm not that worried about it. Kasi, mas kailangan pa nga mapanood.
Alright, aside from that, how hard was it to execute? Of course, there are several scenes that is of the adult material, like taste. How hard was it to do that?
Uy, hindi hard. Kasi sila mismo nag-block sarili nila.
Maliit na ba?
Yeah, iba pa rin talaga pag you're working with actors who are from the get-go, kasi na kami, parang yun yung una naming pasok was to make ourselves comfortable and trust each other. Hindi kami natatakot magsalita about the material, about our insights about the play. Kaya yung the sex scenes, wala na siya. Kasi nga, we're all focused to say kung ano yung sinasabi nito. So it's just side dish na lang siya.
And may I ask the actors who did it earlier, was that a challenge at all for you?
Personally, hindi siya challenge. Actually, mas challenging yung complexities ng character and yun nga, the depth of the yung complexities talaga ng character. Kasi dun sa intimate scenes, it's just choreography and understanding why we are doing that intimate scene. So, mas challenging pa rin talaga yung building the character for us. Why for me?
Oh.
Yung challenge din kasi, especially for Alora, because parang once lang siya lumabas, tapos sandali lang. So, the trajectory has to build alongside with the two of them. So, talagang pag-ganon ng pag-ganon. So, parang secondary na yung mga yung sex scenes na
doon sa rehearsal, hindi naman natin walang dikit, walang hawak. So, I guess yung nakita natin ngayon, parang second time pala natin dikit yung labi natin, yung maghawak-hawak kung saan-saan. So, mas mas parang natural yung mag-react ka lang dun sa ginagawa ng co-actor mo. So, hindi siya masyado, tama on set like Elora, ang naging challenging for me dito yung character ni Joel. Gandang-ganda ako sa character ni Joel, pero napaka-complex din niya. Diba, paano mo ma-deceive yung mga taong nanonood na may ganito palang kasamang tao, nakala mo lover boy nung second act. So, medyo complex siya. Ano yung mga intention niya, ba't ginawa yun? Ang daming ganon. So, yun actually, dito sa mga susunod rehearsals, I'm sure may mati-discover pa. Kasi bawat run namin, parang for some reason, iba-iba. Wala akong nagagawa yatang parehas na parehas. parang laging may ibang timpla. So, siguro by March, ibang-iba ulit ng version yung mabubuo.
Wala naman po ako. yung gagawin ko lang siguro, yung pagdating ko dito after yung buhatin yung bangkay, yung kailangan talagang kuparin lahat ng ng saplot ko. Wala naman siya dito. So, okay lang siya. Excited akong gawin siya sa March 1. Joke lang, kapag kasi may context na ng why you're doing it, why you're stripping off your clothes, why you're doing this sex scene with this other character, na tatanggal talaga yung malis. So, in the case of Emma, she's doing it for, it's a power play, di ba? I'm on top, ganyan. Tapos in the case of Joel naman, manipulation. Pareho naman silang manipulation pero pag nilagay mo yun, gaya na sabi ni Sir Top, secondary na lang yung idea na sexy siya. Mas magiging, I'm doing this because.
Okay. Last questions with Direct June. Direct, magiging parang June lang na multiverse na to in the near future. Ganun po ba ang parang dream with regards to, of course, the first time?
Una yung Diving If hindi ko naman sinulat yun. Si Ronnie Vera yun. So, I think like, for the reason why we chose to begin our live production with Anina Sincatmo, the one is because we just want to be very clear about who we are and what we stand for as a company. Even if we're going into live productions, if we go into musical, the kind of materials that we'll do would be something like Die Beautiful. I mean, that's who we are as a company and as an entertainer. But definitely, isa sa mga gusto namin gawin gaya ng nabanggit kanina na Tax is gumawa pa ng mga original materials for the stage. Hindi lang yung dahil nagawa namin pelikula naging successful, gagawa namin ng stage adaptation. And right now, may mga dinidevelop na kami ng original materials.
Thank you. Next question. Thank you. Case from
I'm
Ignacio.
Alan Ignacio of Tribute. To the three leads, ano yung biggest lesson na it's a take-home meal from the character that you have just portrayed and rehearsed for 4 months?
Sakit ng unrequited love.
Unrequited love?
Oo.
Yes.
Yung bigay ka ng bigay, tapos yung realidad lang na hindi ka niya mamahalin kahit anong gawin mo. Yun lang.
Elora?
Ako. Siguro biggest takeaway ko is kailangan mas maging sensitive tayo sa mga tao sa paligid natin. And at the same time, yun nga, hindi tayo puro ambition. Importante na grounded pa rin tayo. So, that's for me.
Martin?
Sa akin, siguro walang sikretong hindi nabubunyag. So, siguro mas magandang maging straightforward na lang than magpaligoy-ligoy ka at magmanipulate ka. So, kung may feelings ka, sabihin mo yung totoo. Well, in the case of Joel, kasi may intention talaga naman loko. And si Emma. So, wag man loko isa pa yun.
Amongst the scene that you have performed, three leads again, ano yung may mabigat na emotional hurdle na pinagdaanan nyo? Na parang, magagawa ko ba to? Nakakatakot kong gawin to? Ano bang dapat kong ibigay dito? What was the biggest emotional hurdle that you faced as actors doing your characters?
Actually, ako yung sa first part.
Okay.
Yung I have to act as if. Huh? Yung ganon.
Yes.
Yung really to hide the intention of Takilusan. Yung kailangan kong yung talagang kailangan ko i-drill sa utak ko na kailangan hindi niya malaman yung intention ko. At kailangan si Joel, yung mababa yung tingin niya sa akin kasi when he's off guard, then I can strike, yes.
Laura?
Nagva-vary siya for me.
Okay.
Kasi it's a different feeling every time. So for me, siguro, isa sa mga mahirap is yung hulog na hulog, the confession, my confession of being in love. And isama ko na rin yung tungkol sa tatay ko.
Okay.
Kasi, so yung dalawang scenes na yun for me, medyo mabigat siya. And at the same time, kailangan malinaw yung gustong sabihin, hindi lang siya puro emotion. Kasi, especially dun sa father, kasi yun nga, kailangan makita na, ganito mag-isip yung si Emma bilang commander. So,
Martin?
Ako, yung first part, yung pinaka-challenging. Kasi parang paano mo mapapaniwala na magkaibigan? Yun nga, parang sinabi ni Rose. And nandun yung mga small nuances, yung mga tinginan na syempre sa theater, hindi ko alam kung nakikita ba or yung may mga tinginan, mga side eye, may mga ganun eh. Kasi hindi ka pwede masyadong malaki dahil baka mahalata nila. Pero at the same time, hindi ko alam kung nakikita yung dynamics namin doon sa first part na hindi mo alam kung may parang small danger na naglo-lurk doon sa relationship naming tatlo. Yun yung pinakamahirap kasi yung sa third part, wala, totoo na si Joel nun eh. Ito yung mission niya, alam niya palang ganito, alam niya pala yung plano ni Emma at Nardo, ganun. So yung first.
And Martin, for a first timer doing a theater play, you were really, really good.
Thank you po.
Next question from Archie Joe.
Congratulations, Direk. Ang tanong ko lang kay Direk Percy, you're a successful movie producer. Why double now into theater production?
No, idea first is about telling stories. And sabi nga namin sa mission namin, di ba, to shed light on stories na hindi nabibigyan ng chance na kwento. And when we looked at our lineup, ang roots talaga ng idea first is sa theater. And now that, thankfully, there's a big audience now that's really supporting theater. It became a chance for us to tell our stories this way. So, parang, di ba, lalo na something as important as ano yun sa likod ng buwan na maraming layers na dapat ikwento. So, nagka-opportunity kami to tell it again and tell it differently with the vision of Direk Talks and with the performances of these actors. So, yun. Sana sa tangkilik ng audience, we get to do this more.
My second question is for Direk June Lana. Kilala ka bilang isang napaka-meticulosong director. Especially material mo ito, no? Wala ka bang inonsulta ka ba when it comes to yung mga artista na lalabas dito kasi para mapangalagaan yung material mo?
Of course, part ako ng process, pero lahat ng decision binibigay ko kay Direk Talks. I mean, ako-consult ako, hindi talaga ako nakialam. In fact, I was prepared na kung sakaling if they found certain parts na kailangan i-revise for the stage, if they needed me to rework some scenes, I was willing to do that. Naghihintay lang ako. At the same time, I really didn't make myself available na matatawagan ako kasi ayaw talaga makialam. I just really wanted to watch the material. Kasi alam kong may pa siyang buhay na kailangan sa entablado na yapusin.
My last question is for the three actors. Congratulations, Martin, is a revelation here. Especially first time niya na sa theater. Also Elora and also si Ross. Kasi except for Martin, may theater background siya sa theater. Pero ito yung dalawa, they also act in movies at saka sa teatro, dun sa movie version na ginawa ni Direk June Lana, syempre, nanalo dun si LJ Reyes ng Urian. Tapos, well applauded din sina Anthony Falcon and also si Luis Alandi. Medyo na-pressure ba kayo na syempre, as actors, makikukumpara din kayo sa kanila, yung performance nyo dito?
Actually, wala akong pressure. Mas excited ako sa yung raw material kasi. Dahil every actor is unique naman. No actor will do the same role the same way. So, nandun lang ako sa, shit, ano yung kaya kong gawin dito? So, go lang ako. Walang pressure.
Same, wala rin naman pressure. Kasi, ibang-iba rin naman eh. Iba-iba yung film sa theater. So, iba yung atake, iba yung space, di ba? Iba lahat. So, kanya-kanyang interpretation.
I don't feel any charot. Pero no pressure talaga kasi sobrang nag-enjoy kami sa proseso. And ang ganda-ganda ng material, ang ganda-ganda katrabaho ng mga kasama ko. So, nag-enjoy lang talaga kami. And ayun, excited kami na magkaroon pa ng magpalabas na kami. Kasi ang iba-iba every time. Ang dami namin nadidiscover. Oh my God, nakutal ako. So, yun. Yan, masaya.
Congratulations.
Thank you po.
Thank you. Down to last two questions, Jerry Odea.
Salamat sa isang, kumbaga, nakakatuwang panoorin na inihandog niyo sa amin. Si Elora, huli kong napanood dun sa Her Locket. Yung awards na sinabihan ko, siya yung bet kong manalo na linuwa. Tuwan-tuwa ko nung siya ngayon manalo. Siyempre, ang isang parang challenge dito rin para sa iyo nga, dahil hindi ka ang original choice. Parang you're the better choice. Kasi alam naman namin yung kakayahan mo na rin. Alam namin na wala kang sa mga masiselang eksena, wala kang arte. Si Direk Joel Lamangan, puri-puri ka nun sa Bokar, talagang kaya-kaya mo. Ano yung, paano tinanggap na, kumbaga hindi naman ikaw yung first choice?
Wala, naiyak naman ako. Thank you. Sobrang...
Sinabihan kita. Talaga nilapitan kita dun sa ballroom, di ba?
Yeah, thank you po. Thank you so much. Nung sinabi naman na na hindi ako yung unang nabili, okay lang. Sabihin ko na yung totoo. Nasaktan ako, syempre. Kasi it's rejection. So, okay, sige. Next project, baka may way si Lord na may iba pa siyang project na ibibigay sa akin. So, okay, sige. Tapos, nung nasa Germany kami, biglang tumawag si Direk June. Kasi namatawa ka eh. Biglang tumawag si Direk June. Tapos, sobrang na-shock po talaga ako. Kasi, okay. Ha? Sige, game. Nag-go na ako agad. Kasi yung sige po, Direk. Sige po, go. Game. Gagawin ko yan. Kasi gusto ko yung role because gusto ko yung subject matter niya. Gusto ko yung complexity ng character. Challenging siya talaga para sa akin. And gusto natin ma-challenge. Gusto natin nagagamit yung brains natin. So, ayun. Grateful. Sobrang grateful.
Siyempre na-hurt ka naman. So, kahit even din naman sa pelikula, nagkaroon ng mga issues siyempre sa LGBT. Sa iyo, walang ganon, wala kang naramdaman na kumbaga, kung ano man yung mga eksena, wala kang parang na-take advantage or...
Wala po. Ako pa nga yata. Charot! Pero all things talaga na comfortable kami sa isa't isa and very respectful kami sa isa't isa. Open communication. Yun po talaga.
Naging very comfortable ka rin ba working with Ross, considering na kumbaga paano yung pasok kayo?
It's all in the pants.
Dekada na po yan, dekada na.
Wala nakakatuwa na makita kayo magkasama. Reaction si Capro.
Hindi nga sa akin yung tanong na yun.
Nag-text sa akin. Nag-text mo sa inyo. ikaw napanood namin dun sa Wanted May Border sa stage and then sa online version na mas daring karon. Tapos napanood ka rin namin na yung Beauty Queen, ang galing-galing mo rin. Tapos Dr. Jose Rizal ba yung mong ginampanan?
Opo, sa Germany. Kasama ko
yes, kumusta nga na from Dr. Jose Rizal?
Ito, di ba? Ano naman po, kasi after ko naman gawin yung role, madali na lang siya ipagpag. So, ready na po ako na mag-dive sa character ni Nardo nung nag-rehearse na kami. Sa aspeto naman po ng kasama ko si Elora sa production ito, nakailang projects naman na kami na magkasama. Tapos, wala naman tayo sa maan ng loob, di ba? Tsaka after we broke up, we stayed friends naman. Tsaka, parang, oo nga eh, tsaka parang...
Naging kayo ba?
Di ba, kapatid? Oo nga. Kapatid na rin kasi yung turing ko kay Elora. So yung, hindi naman na romantic love ang ano ko sa kanya, pero yung mas... Nag-transition na into, alam mo yun, friendship, ganyan. So very comfortable na ako sa kanya. Ikaw ba comfortable ka na sa akin?
Parang dito to yung sinasabi nila.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Jerry. And our last question from Jason Tadliwa.
Hi, it's a question for June and Anna, but it can also apply to anyone. Directing, I notice a lot of your works really center around questioning reality, truth, deceit, and how all of these things in the confusion of being human, we sometimes resort to violence as a means of getting answers. In the process of revisiting the material and in the process of writing about these themes, have you gotten closer to understanding why we become violent?
Wow. Grabe yun. Direction nga pa.
It also applies to the actors and the directors, like in the process of rehearsing violence.
I think, what I've come to accept is, as storytellers, we just need to question and never get tired of questioning things. Parang magpas na ako dun sa, may sagot ba ito? Kasi parang walang sagot, diba? I mean, the mere fact that I wrote this material 3 decades ago, and it's still the same questions, the same issues that we're forced to face on a daily basis. Ganun pa rin, walang nagbago, but anong gagawin natin? Are we going to stop? Are we going to just give up? I think our job as storytellers, even the spectators here, the audience, is to make sure that these questions are being asked on a daily basis until we get a little bit of reprieve or a little bit of relief or some kind of answers. I mean, the point is to just keep on struggling until the struggling itself points its way to some kind of an answer.
May gusto mo bang sumagot doon? Parang wala. Before we end the night, we'd like to invite, ask the cast to invite everyone. First,